Hey, good one here, and eventually we will like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, help promote and rank up my channel. So, Who's the Boss sequel, reboot, remake, whatever. We're in remake hell. Hollywood is literally remaking everything and anything that was ever successful and popular. Who's the Boss was actually something I watched when I was a kid, along with other shows like Cheers, Coach, all that. I've seen a lot of stuff. But they're saying Who's the Boss sequel is going to star Tony Danza and Alyssa Milano, and it's in active development. Alyssa Milano. I don't know what Tony Danza's been up to, but I feel bad for the guy, because how many people are going to tune in for this? How many people actually like Alyssa Milano? She used to be beloved. She used to be really universally beloved by tons of people, and she's just so much of a hypocrite that now she leans so hard left, but she's also so much of a hypocrite when it comes to the Me Too movement stuff and Joe Biden stuff, that she has pissed off a lot of people. She's done a lot of things that's pissed off a lot of people, even her own base that she caters to. Alyssa Milano just screeches and screeches for constant attention. She will collapse into herself, as any clinical narcissistic individual would, if they don't get the attention. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. They just want the attention. So all the time, she's just like screeching constantly, like a maniac. And Who's the Boss? To bring it back at this point, I mean, come on. You're bringing back absolutely everything. Beavis and Butthead, Ren and Stimpy. We're in reboot, remake hell. It's absurd. Hollywood doesn't want to try new, inventive, creative ideas anymore. No. They just want to milk the hell out of everything that's already existed, bring it back, and beat it to death until everybody's so turned off from it. They've done this with everything already. And it's just crazy. They're talking about, rebooting Wonder Years All Black. They already have a reboot, a remake, or continuation of Charmed All Black. And they have all this stuff that you just bring it back. Saved by the Bell. They're bringing that back. Everything is just being brought back. Everything that's anything you could imagine. But Who's the Boss? Is that going to work out? How many people want to tune in for something starring Alyssa Milano? I'm sure anybody actively following her activist / celebrity lifestyle, a lot of people just don't give a damn, and they don't want to see her anymore. They don't want to hear from her anymore. She just needs to get over the fact that she's not popular anymore and stop trying to get all the attention. She's an insanely spoiled child. I mean, the mental breakdowns, the rants, it's so disturbing. I have looked at her Twitter and just seen all this crazy blocks of tweets of nonsense. She is psychotic. Like, literally, she's just insane, man. I used to really enjoy Who's the Boss. My mother liked that show. My mother also watched Charmed in the 90s, and I watched that along with her. I recorded a lot of the episodes for her when she was at work and couldn't miss them. But Alyssa Milano has just gone so far over the deep end. I think her and Rose McGowan are at odds these days. Both Charmed stars, and both had big participation in the Me Too movement, but Alyssa Milano has proven herself to be a hypocrite. So who's actually going to tune in for this show? Who's going to watch this show? I don't know. As you can see, when I talk about remake, reboot, hell, or whatever, you got Saved by the Bell. You've got, look, a Knight Rider movie. Developing a Knight Rider movie reboot. You've got A League of Their Own, rebooted with an all-female cast, because that worked out so well with Ghostbusters 2016. How well is it going to work out with something like Cliffhanger? They keep on remaking these things, or taking these popular things and then shoving a bunch of women in them to fulfill the roles. And Hollywood they're not out of ideas. They're shelving all the creative ideas for things that things that fit their agenda, their narrative, and things that have already proven successful in the past. So Hollywood, that's it. So I mean, if anybody actually cares about this, this will be it's going to be from Sony Pictures Television is developing Who's the Boss sequel series with Tony Danza and Alyssa Milano attached to reprise their father-daughter roles of Tony and Samantha. According to Deadline, the new series will take place 30 years after the original and focus on the relationship between them. Who is now a single mother living in a house that the original series took place in. The show will explore different parental styles and generational differences. I think it's gonna it's probably gonna promote transgenderism and all this type of weird stuff, and it's not gonna be anything like Who's the Boss actually was. It's gonna promote all kinds of hard left-leaning stuff, because this is Alyssa Milano here. She wouldn't attach herself to it unless she could have a serious voice in it and the direction of it, especially with the way she is now. Original cast members Judith Light and Danny Pintario, I don't know what the hell, are supportive of the new series. The hope is to bring them back as reoccurring characters, but nothing is set in stone. Danza and Milano will serve as executive producers alongside legendary comedy producer. And it just... I don't think this is going to work out. I can see with Alyssa Milano being an executive producer on it, she's going to be able to dictate a lot of the stuff in it and the way it goes. And I don't know much about Tony Danza and how he is in real life, if he's part of the woke mob, if he's as psychotic and insane as Alyssa Milano is. And look, a lot of people can lean left, and they can lean left pretty hard, but Alyssa Milano is straight up psychotic. I kid you not. Looking at her tweets is startling. It's like, how did you go from this girl to this woman? And the only question I could draw, obviously, you were spoiled by so much, living this lifestyle growing up, that you just live in some kind of non-reality, some kind of fictional reality, and you're completely ridiculous, insane, absurd, and oh, So what do you think of all these reboots and stuff? What do you personally think of Alyssa Milano? Do you think that her crazy psychosis or whatever, her personality is gonna be heavily input into this show and dictate the way it goes? I'm very curious about this. And what do you, all these reboots, remakes, it's crazy. Ren and Stimpy, Beavis and Butthead, Who's the Boss, Saved by the Bell, Knight Rider, all this stuff. It's Wonder Years. Oh. Anyways, that's the video there. Comment down below if a good one here. Eventually we will. Stay awesome. Rock on.